It's been since October, I think it was, since this car's went down the track, which was in North Carolina for pits. It now has the CFI kit on it, so it's not being controlled anymore by a Terminator X, the timing at least. Now the timing and all the safety measures are being controlled through the CFI because it has those capabilities as well. And if you haven't seen it yet, it's got an injector that goes back here. It goes right underneath this plate, this spacer plate here. And over here we've got Berger's car, aka Capone, and this thing's ready to go. He's got his new dash in. I'll show you guys a little bit of that footage. Somehow all of our Holly dash footage got deleted, so check this out. This is from carchains3d.com. Thank you very much, Corey, for sending this stuff out. And also we've got the plug and play kit from MF Customs, and guys, guess what? It was plug and play. You literally hook it into your factory harness, plug it into the back of your screen, and you're good to go. There really wasn't much to show you anyway, but I do apologize that I lost the footage. You guys go over there and check them out. All right, guys, we are back once again at the racetrack, but this time we've got both cars. We got Calypso and Berger's car. Now tonight we're going to be testing the Calypso out really for the first time at Cottonwood. I don't think we've ever ran this car down the track here. I'm kind of shooting for 7.0s just to back up the number that we did, but I'd like to see maybe a 690. Berger's car, I'd like to go 570 something. We'll just see what happens. We've not made any changes to the car, although Garrett will be here tonight and he's going to help us adjust the tamer and try to get this thing right. Back a little too far. 7.1. I couldn't reach very good, so we're gonna have to adjust the seat. I think we'll be all right.
I'm gonna need y'all going over there to the drag rack. You done got a bunch of new stuff over there for you. To download some shirts. I think you're gonna really like what you see over there. Pick you up one or two. Shit, your friends, they gonna be like, damn boy, where you get that shirt from? You tell them the drag swag. That's where I got it from. If they don't know where it is, send them the link. Shit.
It's already rigged. It's already like 30.
It's lean. It's going to want to idle in the low 13s. Fatten it up a little bit. got it.
Everybody's gonna get two.
All right, so that was the second pass of the night, and what we did was we went ahead and put him in the right lane, get him out of his comfort zone a little bit.
Oh, but that bass was scaring me.
Oh, yeah. Well, what was that, a
6-0.
6'10"? 6'0"?
Yeah.
Okay.
609.
6'09".
137, 60 foot.
It was going to leave,
Yeah,
but
it was
spun on out
I
there.
thought it was going to.
Yep. Little Calypso on Calypso. We got hatchback Calypso versus notchback. I mean, this is really the test right here. Calypso is not working. Berger's about to go make another pass, but the Calypso is not working, y'all. We're gonna have to make some changes because the way I want to drive it, the way I want to leave, this setup won't let me do it. And I'm tired of going to what the car wants. And I want the car to work a little more the way I want it to work, which is going to be some shocks and some slicks. That way we can leave a little harder.
Yeah.
I figure.
60 foot slow.
Yeah, well, I thought you were going to back out and try it again, so you didn't see it. I went to reach for the door.
I can't see nothing in
and it went to pop, 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 and I was like, oh shit, he's about to go. Y'all do?
Big ass head.
What did you do?
So small adjustment on the shock to slow the clutch down a little bit, but we also dropped the tire pressure 2 pounds because it's got tubes in it, and that's 2 less. So that's 2 less than what we had the last time. So, and then I let Berger choose the RPM.
Oh shit.
So I think he set it at 45,
yeah.
so we're about 1,000 above where we started, but I think that's what it needs.
And it's also no longer pulling timing now.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, no
And it's
pulling timing.
Got timing in, so we're throwing some power to it to kind of plant it and keep it planted. So
So do you want to explain why you chose to up everything? What are you trying to achieve?
So the tube in the tire is making it stiffer, and so the bounce that you're seeing is a lot of the, a lot of pressure of the tire that's just kind of upsetting the suspension. When it does that, it upsets the power in the car, and it's just high-low, and it's got a lot of shake in it. So we needed to we needed to plant the tire and keep it planted and kind of roll out and give a smooth transition of power, because if the tire is starting to bounce and upset the chassis, the power is just going to go up and down, up and down, up and down, and you're sacrificing all your 60 foot out of it.
Hey man, do you think it's too hot?
Yeah, it's a little hot right now. I ain't gonna lie to y'all, it's a little hot. But if it goes, wow.
I called Tony. He's somewhere in the Midwest right now, and he had consulted, saying, hey, give us a couple tips for it. So
Yeah.
if it doesn't work, it was Tony's fault.
Well, we appreciate you, Tony. We appreciate it.
It's all right. You got beat up by some race cars tonight.
You shut your mouth.
Cowboy.
We are back from the track. It's the next day, and I want to talk about our track experience. So the engine actually runs great, and it makes really good power, and the new CFI setup worked flawlessly. I mean, you could hear the way the car left, the shifts, everything was good, and the shifts were pretty crispy, by the way, last night. I must admit, we will push the car harder once it hooks and we start milking it for everything. We'll do some flat footing, but for right now, that was good enough. I was really disappointed last night, and I got all up in my feels, and you know, I'm somewhat of a perfectionist when it comes to driving and figuring a car out. Like, I really want to know my car, and I want to know all the ins and outs of it. And last night was just kicking my ass. I could not figure out what the car needed from me. But ultimately, here's what I have come to the conclusion of. This car needs more suspension work, as I've said a million times in this video. And there's not much that I can do as a driver to really compensate for that, with the exception of slipping the clutch, which the last pass was what I did. I revved it way up and just used the clutch pedal as the gas pedal essentially. And the car 60, it was still horrible. It was like a 168 or 16760, I think is what it was. I had to look at it in here. It may have been better than that, but It was horrible. And then about half track, we ran out of fuel. We only put 5 gallons in it yesterday. It's all I had of E85. And I guess since the car left so steady, there wasn't any like slosh action. So you can imagine a nice steady pull just pushed all the fuel away from the pickup, and then eventually it just kind of ran itself dry. So there was nothing wrong with the car. That's just what happened. Everybody always says this, but I feel like that was a 690 pass. I really do. The car left really good, but I think it still went like a 7.3, even doing all that. So either way, y'all, a really good night at the track. I learned a lot. I learned that I can't keep pushing this car the way that I'm pushing it and expecting different results. We've got to do some suspension work on it, get our slicks back on the car, and we'll figure it out. Now, what suspension work are we going to do? I don't know at the moment. There's not much that I can do. I don't have a lot of parts here at the house to correct anything. And for you guys that are wondering what is the current suspension setup on the car, it is the Team Z upper relocation kit. As the car stands up, there's no more spring. The spring's not long enough for extension, and you need that spring pressure to keep that tire planted. There's ways to fix that. We can go with a longer, softer spring that'll keep pressure on the tire essentially, or we could just go to coilovers, which really is what the car needs. But you know, Garrett, he's had success with the same type of setup pretty much on his car, and just stock springs, like longer springs, stock spring location, I should say. A little bit of an update on this car over here, because I think I left you guys hanging on that. We got it running pretty good, so I'm going to work with Steve at Amp Engine Management, EFI, and we're going to probably get a tune in this car, because it now has a Mega Squirt in it. If you guys didn't know, we stuck a Mega Squirt in the car, and immediately it started running better. I'm hoping we don't have a head gasket issue, because it did boil over there towards the end, but I think it was just a cap, honestly. But we'll see. Either way, the engine doesn't sound the healthiest. I thought we were gonna sneak by and have us a really good engine, but seems to be something going on with it. So we'll get to this at some point. We may just do a project car giveaway. Hear me out on this. Guys, we gotta move forward on the channel. I can't get bogged down on stuff like this right now. We got way too much other stuff going on. I'm probably gonna give you guys another engine and a car. It'll still run and drive, but it may just be a project car for you guys. Hook you up with the wheels over here and everything else, and we may just do our first official project car giveaway with this one, because I really don't have the time for this thing right now. We're trying to build a shop. We got to get started on this thing at some point here soon, and Pop's truck needs a lot of work, and I've got all the parts for it to get started on it. So it makes sense to just do a project car giveaway. Berger's car did really good. It did its job. The track just wasn't there, but they did. So last night, I think Garrett called Tony, and they talked a little bit, and Tony's like, hey man, turn the car up a little bit, try to shock the tire, try to plant the tire a little bit more. And I think him and Garrett come up with a game plan last night, and it seemed to work. I wasn't able to be over there all the time with the car, but it looks like by putting that extra power into it, the car really tried to plant. Now, with all that being said, Berger tried to play cowboy last night. He's currently grounded right now. He's on restriction. So I don't know when he'll come off of restriction. I don't know when you guys will see him. But no, seriously, he did a really good job driving the car. Overall, I'm really proud of his car. Not so much that one. Oh, and by the way, I got my ass skinned up by a subscriber last night with a 306. He told me that it was a 306. It was the other Calypso car, and he skinned my ass up pretty good, y'all. 5-speed, I want to say it's a T5 car, and it's NA. I'm not going to tell you the numbers that the car run. I don't know if he's a grudge guy or not. I don't know. So I won't tell you the numbers, but I will tell you that it's faster than that car has been yet. That's impressive. Now, there might have been a little skeet on there somewhere, or a 347. I don't know, but I've never seen a 306 run that on motor, but that car is wicked. So I'm just going to say that it has what he said, and I hope it does. Shout out to you, brother. Both of the guys out there on the Fox Bodies, they were driving the piss out of these cars, and they were on 26-inch slicks, and it made me happy. You know, I hate to lose, but at the same time, it was awesome to lose to him, because, I mean, there he is. He's out there with a 306, supposedly, and a T5, and he's driving the wheels off this thing, and I absolutely love it. So either way, shout out to everybody. Thank you all for the support lately. It's been awesome, and we'll get back to the CFI stuff, give you guys an update on that here pretty soon as well. But I'm gonna wrap this video up. I got a bunch of stuff I need to do today, and as always, thanks for watching.